everyone! We are Tanya
and Christy,
and Camilla has been our queen since 2005.
Hi everyone and welcome to our first ever YouTube video
on our brand new YouTube channel.
Exactly. We're very happy to have you. It doesn't matter if you're an old follower like knowing us from Tumblr or Instagram, or if you're a new follower who just recently followed us, or if you just stumbled across this video by coincidence. You're very welcome.
That you're here.
Yes, exactly. And the purpose of this video is to give you a little introduction of ourselves and what's the purpose of this video or of this channel in general and why we are here.
Okay, perhaps we could maybe just start off with a little introduction to ourselves so that you know who is actually talking to you right now. Darling, would you like to start?
So I'm Tanya. I'm 31 and I'm running the Instagram and the Tumblr, especially Camilla's Girl. Actually my Tumblr is going to turn 10 next year, so quite a while into blogging really. And I've been following the Duchess, or now Her Majesty, the Queen, since 2005. And I've been exchanging letters with her ever since. And my love for her started on her wedding day actually. And so I'm quite a fan since day zero, if you like. So what about you?
So it's actually pretty much the same with me. I too fell in love with her on her wedding day. I was only just 11 when I watched the wedding together with my grandma, but I was just absolutely wonderstruck by her. I just thought she was so pretty and so wonderful and just amazing, and I was just blown away. And I was exceptionally happy when I found your blog back in 2015, I think. Because it was just wonderful to have a place that was dedicated to her and that followed her so closely and gave an overview of all her engagements and tours and the amazing charity work she's been doing ever since. And that was just really lovely. And I just love to be there, really. However, it took me another 3 years until I created an own account in order to be able to contact you directly, because I had become curious and I wanted to know more about the person behind that wonderful blog. And I think it was sometime in summer of 2018 when I messaged you. And I think it's safe to say that we became besties within the wink of an eye, really.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we were like sharing messages every day and then started sending voice notes, and we just get along pretty well.
Yes, we still get along very well, that's true, darling.
Yeah.
But we did get along very well right from the start, that's true. And I think another milestone in our life as fangirls happened the year after, 2019, when the darlings graced our country with a state visit.
Yes, definitely.
Not sure if state visit really is the correct word, but
they came to our country.
They did visit Germany, yes. And
we got to meet them, but this will be in another video because it would explode to have it in this video.
Yes, we are happy to share our magical encounter with you in all details one day, but not today.
No,
just that you have heard about it. We were lucky enough to meet them in person. We had a little chat with Camilla and we did shake hands with both of them, and it was just really, really amazing and sort of life-changing in a way. And for me that was the moment when I wanted to start my own fan account dedicated to them, not on Tumblr obviously. I still haven't understood that platform until this very
It's pretty
day.
easy.
It's not.
Ah,
It's so
it is.
confusing. But anyway, I've always been an Insta girl, so I started my first Instagram account dedicated to them, which was called The Prince and His Duchess. However, sadly, it was removed for whatever reason. I still have no explanation for that. But anyway, in summer of 2021, but I immediately started a new account with the lovely name From Berkhold with Love that was brought up by my darling wife. Yeah, well, obviously, we have been following the recent events following Her Late Majesty Queen Elizabeth II's death, as well as the accession of King Charles III very closely on both of our accounts, and there have been a lot of things to talk about every day, and it's been such a roller coaster of emotions, really. There have been such heartbreaking and very, very sad moments, but also very heartwarming and just beautiful moments. So, really, a lot to discuss, and some of our followers have actually reached out to us asking whether we could imagine to start something new in addition to our main accounts, where we of course will continue to deliver daily updates, or not necessarily daily, but whenever there is an engagement or a reception, a royal tour, or anything like that, we will absolutely continue to post as usual on both Tumblr and Instagram. But we thought that in addition to that, it might be good to in the future post something like a weekly wrap up, if that makes sense, in form of a YouTube video where we look back at what happened throughout the week, and where we just, maybe answer questions of you. So feel free to message us, to put your questions in the comments if you have some, and we're happy to discuss them in our weekendly wrap up of the royal week. Yeah, would you like to say something about the second reason why we started this right now?
Okay. Sorry, darling. Okay, so obviously this is with the death of Queen Elizabeth II. That's really the end of an era, and we've got a new era ahead, and so we thought it would be very fitting to start something new with the beginning of the new era, and also the social media accounts of Charles and Camilla, Clarence House, have been closed on Instagram and Twitter, and we feel very sad about it. And so we just wanted to give them not really a place for themselves, but a place where we can talk about them and keep you updated, in addition to, as you said, our main accounts.
Yeah, so again, we hope you like our content. Feel free to ask us anything. And if you have any suggestions or ideas or something you'd like us to talk about in particular, feel free to contact us.
So we also wanted to look a bit into the future. So there are obviously several things that have not been confirmed, or rumors going around, and just stuff
we would like to discuss with you.
Yeah. So on Instagram, Christy asked you to send in some questions about this very first video, and one of the let's say frequently asked questions was would Charles and Camilla be moving to Buckingham Palace? And obviously we don't know. There's nothing been confirmed, but obviously we both have our opinions on it, and we're happy to share them with you. You can just leave a comment down below if you agree or don't agree, or what are your thoughts on that? So would you like to start?
Yes, I'm happy to. Though I think that our opinions might be pretty much
Yeah,
the same.
they are.
So perhaps I'm just talking for both of us, and you can answer the next question if
Yeah.
you want to. Okay, so yeah, as you've said already, nothing has been confirmed yet. But I personally have always been thinking that they would not move to Buckingham Palace because obviously Clarence House is very, very close to Buckingham Palace. It's 2 minutes by car, if even. I think you can easily walk and you will be there in 2 minutes or something. And I could imagine that they will stay at Clarence House because that's their home. It's the home that they built up together when Camilla moved in almost 20 years ago now. And I think they did a lot of effort to restore everything, and there was a lot of, work to do for their private rooms. And also, they do have official reception rooms there as well. So it would be possible for Charles to receive the Prime Minister at Clarence House. Obviously, they cannot hold receptions with like 200 or 500 guests. But for these occasions, they could easily go to Buckingham Palace, which is very close by, as said before. So, yeah, I personally have always thought that this would be sort of the compromise they would be living with once the time comes. But of course, we don't know that. So perhaps Charles wants to move to Buckingham Palace. We don't know that. And yeah, I think it's just very, very interesting to see what's really going to happen. Though I personally really hope that they will continue to live at Clarence House because I really think that that's their home, really. And yeah.
Yeah, couldn't agree more on that. So another question we've received quite often is what's going to happen to their Majesty's charities? So personally, I believe that they have chosen, especially Camilla, their charities by heart, and their charities mean a lot to them. I think especially when you look at Camilla, there is the ROS, the Royal Osteoporosis Society. We've got Batterseas, we've got all these charities around literature and stuff. So I think these are very, very close to her heart. And I don't think she's going to like just no, someone else can have them. I'm queen now. So I don't think that's something that's going to happen. Probably she won't be able to keep them all. I don't know. I can also imagine her keeping them all, but I can't be sure. It's just what I'm thinking.
Yes, so obviously, I think it's very safe to say that their daily routine is going to change a lot, or especially Charles' daily routine, I think. Because obviously, he's got the red boxes to work on every day now, and he will be much more involved in, all that stuff with the prime minister and the government, and there will be a lot of receptions and audiences and all that sort of stuff. Whereas I think Camilla won't have to deal with these sorts of things too much. I mean, she will obviously be present during a lot of receptions as well, but her role is different, I think. So she might have more time to still
keep her charities.
Yeah, and to still be involved with the charities. But I'm really, really curious to see, how the new royal routine will look like. I mean, the official period of royal mourning ends on Monday, and there has nothing been announced yet for the days after that. And I think it's going to be very, very interesting, and I just really hope that it's not going to be like the king going to Buckingham Palace every morning and the queen joining him like at, I don't know, 11 or something for those audiences and receptions every day, because I think Camilla has worked so much, and she's done amazing things, and she has really sort of built up her own profile, and she's so passionate about all the causes she's been supporting for such a long time. And I don't think she would be happy as just, the king's wife. So yeah, let's just wait and see how everything will look like.
Yeah, I think she also wants to go out and meet people again. Like, as I said, her charities are so close to her heart. I'm sure she wants to meet all those people again, because I think for her personally, yeah, she's queen now, but it doesn't make a difference to her. Like, she's still the same person no matter her title. So I think it's still a very important part of her life, and I'm pretty sure she just wants to keep that.
Absolutely, couldn't agree more. So another question that was also asked quite frequently was whether we think or believe that they might go on a huge tour across the whole Commonwealth, like Queen Elizabeth II did after she had ascended the throne back in the 50s. I personally do not think so, because times have changed so much. I think back then, especially for the people living in the colonies, the royal family was so far away. And I mean, they hardly ever caught a glimpse of them. And I think it was back then really important for the new queen to go out and to meet those people, to be present, and to just give them, like, a little bit of that glamour.
Like, she's real.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, most people in those countries probably have never seen a member of the royal family, had never seen a member of the royal family before, which is very different now, obviously, because all of them have been touring the Commonwealth like forever. I mean, Charles and Camilla have just been to Canada as part of the Jubilee tour back in May. William and Catherine toured the Caribbean, I think, back in March. And then I think the last visit to New Zealand took place in 2019, Australia the year before. So they have always been in close contact with those countries. I mean, obviously, Australia was almost 5 years ago now, so I can absolutely imagine them going to Australia anytime soon again, because they usually do it like every 5 or 6 years. But I do not expect like a get to know us tour, because they all do know them already. I don't know, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Like, I think the tour through the four nations they did just after the Queen passed was also kind of get to know us tour, but this was in their country. So obviously still a bit closer than the Commonwealth. But as you said, I don't see it coming, because members of the royal family have been visiting ever since. And so...
I mean, obviously not at the time when Queen Elizabeth became queen, because that was shortly after World War II. And
yes, of course.
It wasn't like that with the royal tours, and it wasn't like that or like it's now with the internet or something. So they really hardly ever knew anything about the royal family. So that was really important for her to travel to those countries and to meet the people where they live and everything. But that's totally different now. So I do not see that coming. No.
So another question we receive very, very often is the point of the coronation.
Is it going to take place on June 2nd next year?
Well, we don't know. Nothing has been confirmed. Rumor has it, but
it really is just a rumor. I read the article in the Daily Mail as well, and for me it really sounded like two reporters might have just chit-chatted at the coffee bar or something, and one could have just said like, oh, wouldn't it be nice if King Charles chose his mother's coronation date for his own coronation, and then they made a story out of it. But there has nothing been confirmed. There are no signs, and I personally do not see that.
No, however, the both of us believe that it's very likely that the coronation will take place at some point earlier next year, so maybe in April or May,
June.
Yeah, so anytime in the first half of the year maybe.
Yeah.
Because I think Charles won't wait for too long. So that's why we believe it might take place not too far away.
Yes, absolutely. But I really think that he wants to have his own date, and also respects that June 2nd was his mother's date. I don't know. I personally would find it a bit weird. I mean, it would be a sweet
tribute
in a way, yeah, but then again, it's like, no, I don't know.
Yeah, I think we just have to wait and see. Maybe there's already something going on behind the scenes that we don't know. Maybe
certainly.
He's already been like planning or thinking about it years back. We don't know what's happening behind the scenes. So I think everything is possible, really. And I think we just have to wait for confirmation from the palace.
Absolutely, and they will most certainly announce everything we need to know in due course.
Yes, definitely.
And yeah, so something else I personally am very curious about is when Charles is going to present his very own royal family order. Traditionally, the royal family order of the reigning monarch is bestowed to the senior royal ladies, which would be Camilla, Catherine, Anne, Sophie, and Princess Alexandra at the moment. Yeah, and I'm just really curious to see when there's something going on, and you know, perhaps during the next official state banquet or the next tiara event actually would be an occasion where we might see the new royal family orders already, and I just can't wait to see how it will look like and what color he will choose and all that sort of stuff. I do have a suggestion or an idea, something I can imagine, but I'm not telling Benno because I might be wrong. But yeah, I'm very excited for that. I think the times ahead will be very exciting.
Yes, definitely. And also, maybe a bit off topic, while talking about the senior royal ladies, I think it might be interesting if or when Charlotte is going to receive one. Probably when she's like 16 maybe, but it would be sweet. I know she's very young, but I don't know, I think it would be sweet not for her to have that, but I don't know at what age you're supposed to get that. I think you have to be like a debutante maybe, or
I'm not sure about that actually, because I did a little research about that earlier today, and I found out that both then Princess Elizabeth and Princess Margaret both were bestowed with their grandfathers, King George V royal family order, so they were very young.
Okay, so it might be possible for Charlotte to receive one.
Yeah, never say
very
never.
Sweet. Okay, so have we got any more FAQs, or is it everything for today's video?
I think that should be it for today. Long enough.
Okay, so thank you very much for watching, and for
if you've made it until now,
leave a comment down below. I don't know, if you've watched it till the end, just write Camilla hard. And we know you made it till the end. Yeah, also like, subscribe, and yeah, have a very great day. Bye!
Bye bye!